Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and we're replaying Game 4 of the 1988 NLCS. It's at Shea Stadium, and the series finds the Mets up 2-1 over the Dodgers. In the previous game, it was Roger McDowell who won the game in, I think, 11 innings in the bottom of the 11th on it was a pinch hit by Lenny Dykstra, and then a double by Wally Backman that drove in Dykstra, and the final score was 4-3, I believe. Yep, 4-3. So the Mets are up 2-1 in the series, and we're using APBA. Great little game, a lot of fun, pretty inexpensive cards. The only thing is that I have to, make you aware of is that most of the teams come with 20 players. You sometimes get the extra players that are another 4 or 6 depending on the year. So but you can go online to APBA card maker, and you can put the cards that you're missing together. Now, it's okay if you're playing a short series, but if you're playing the whole season, you're gonna be making a lot of cards for a lot of teams, so it's gonna take you some time. I like actual replays. I like to have almost every card, so that's why I really stick to primarily payoff pitch. Comes with almost every card. Also, Status Pro, when you buy a season for $10 online, you can get every single player with that set as well. So for actual, replays, those are good. Now another one that's doable is History Maker Baseball, because it's so simple to make a card. That you can just kind of make it yourself, and it pretty much plays pretty good, pretty close to reality. So those are the ones I really like. I'm getting into replay baseball, and they come with the teams come with 30 cards, which is pretty good, especially for older sets. For modern sets, it's right about there, but you can buy the extra players for another $20 or something like that. So that, at least they give you that option, which is better than not having the option at all. So that's all I have to say for now. So we're gonna get started. Let's look at the time, see how long this game takes. 10:35. Now I usually play these in about 30 minutes. See what happens. Here's a roll. It's gonna be Stevie Sachs. They call him Saxy. Now the cool thing about APBA cards, they come with he's from Sacramento, California. Tells you his height, his weight, when he was born, his nickname. So I like that about the APBA cards. 62, and that's a fly ball lifted to shallow right. It's Strawberry, puts it away, 1 out. Now this game was actually won by the Dodgers, 26. That's a grounded to short. At shortstop is Elster today for out number 2. And Gibson, 27. It's a ground ball, third base. Jeffries over to first, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. It's going to be Mookie Wilson leading it off, center fielder for the Mets. That's a fly ball, shallow right. Marshall comes in, makes the catch. Greg Jeffries. And Tudor's an A. It's going to be Tudor versus Gooden today. Tudor's an A, Gooden's a B, so Tudor has the advantage. And it's going to be a ground ball, 6-3. Actually, I think it's a pop-up. It's a pop to 5. Got to really adjust that. For lefties, he's batting Tudor. For lefties, he should be a pop to first base, and for righties, a pop to third base. Got to fix that. Now, this is a 20, and this is going to be an E4. 20 is E4, so it's a ground ball to the second baseman, Sachs, and he boots it. So Hernandez is on with 2 outs. And it's Darryl Strawberry. Good power numbers on his card. That's a deep drive to right field. Back goes the right fielder Marshall to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 2-run shot. Darryl Strawberry. And the crowd loves it here at Shea. 2-0 Mets. Now this is a series that the Mets lost in seven games. And Kevin K-Mac McReynolds comes up, and that's going to be a line drive center field, and right there is the center fielder Shelby for the final out, but not before the 2-out error leads to a Darryl Strawberry 2-run home run. And that's 2 runs on 1 hit, and the Mets lead it 2-0. Go to the top of the second inning. The Mets were highly favored in this game, but it wasn't meant to be. They ended up losing it in 7 games. 27 ground ball, third base, 2 out now. Jeffries up with it, fires to first, and gets Shelby just in time. Mike Scioscia, call him Lumpy, and that's a weak grounder to second base. Up with it is Tuffle. Tuffle's the second base, and that's 3 up, 3 down again. Doc Gooden. Doesn't have the fastball he had a few years ago, but he is fooling the batters for sure. 31, that's a base on balls. Gary Carter walks. He's on at first. He's slow, so he's going to be going station to station. Timmy Tuffle now. That's a 23. That's a pop-up. Right field, 1 away. Kevin Elster. 35. Now that's a stolen base. Actually, it's a caught stealing, but we're not running, so that's just going to be a foul ball. Not running with Carter. Not going to do that. 43. That's a 29 with... Oh, Christ, my other cards are going flying here. All right, let's see. 29. 29 is a strikeout. Ah, no, Tudor. Not for Tudor. 29 is going to be a fielder's choice. Right back to the pitcher. He turns around, throws to the shortstop. Griffin covering back to first, not in time, so fielder's choice. 1-6, 2 out, and it's Doc Gooden. And that's a fly ball lifted to left. And that's Gibson pounds the glove, puts it away. Mets lead 1, score none. 2-1 after 2 complete. Jeff Hamilton leading it off for the Dodgers here in the top of the third inning. It's 2-0 Mets. 21, that's a fly ball left field. Right there is McReynolds. Makes the catch. Griffin grounds to short. Elster throws him out. And now it's Tudor. Lefty Tudor. 25, that's a base on balls. So that's a walk. First base runner allowed by Doc Gooden. Here's Stevie Sachs, 44. That's going to be an 8. It's going to be an out against a B pitcher. That's a ground ball to Jeffries. Jeffries fires the first. And the Dodgers leave 1, score none. We go after 2.5. It's the Mets 2, Dodgers nothing. APBA baseball, APBA basic, very simple to play. 23, 43. That's going to be a ground ball, second base. Sacks up with it, flips to the first baseman. Hatcher, 1 away. Greg Jeffries, who popped up to third base. Oh, that's a foul ball. .26, that's a ground ball to third. And at third base is Hamilton. Good third baseman. 2 away. Keith Hernandez. 35. It's going to be a base on balls. So a 2-out walk. And Strawberry, after a 2-out error by the second baseman, Sachs in the first, it was when Strawberry came up and connected. And that's going to be a deep fly ball, deep left field. Back goes the left fielder Gibson to the track and makes the catch. So the Mets leave 1. And after 3 innings of play, it's 2-0 Mets. Mets up. And it's the stuntman Hatcher. Fly ball to left. He's 0 for 2 now. And Gibson is 0 for 1. He grounded to the third baseman his first at bat. It's a 15. That's a single. Gibson has decent speed, had a few stolen bases. Mike Marshall steps in the box. Here's the pitch, and there goes Gibson. It's a ball, throw down, and he's safe with a stolen base. Marshall, 51. That's an 8. Against a B pitcher, it's probably going to be an out, and it is. It's a comebacker to Gooden. Feels his position. Over to third goes Gibson. 2 out now, and Gibson is at third. Shelby, T-Bone Shelby, 53, 17 with a runner on third. Let's see what that means. 17 is a deep fly ball, and Strawberry goes back towards the line, reaches out, and it's off his glove. It drops in there. That's going to be an error, and scoring is Gibson 2-1 now. It's going to be an E9. And at first is Shelby. Sosha now, 23. It's a fly ball lifted to right. Strawberry under it this time, makes the catch. The Dodgers pick up 1 run. It's 2-1 now on 1 hit and 1 error. Leading off the bottom of the 4th, Kevin McReynolds. Oh, foul ball. Stealth dice tray, 15. That's a single. Line drive, base hit, center field. That was a frozen rope. And it's Gary Carter stepping into the box. And that pitch is high. 1-0 the count. And there goes McReynolds. Pitches a swing and a miss to throw down, and he is safe with a stolen base. So McReynolds steals second. Carter has a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch to Carter, 26. That's a grounder to second base. Over to third goes McReynolds. So there's 1 out, runner on third. Enfield's going to be back. 27. 27 is a grounder to third. That's going to, runner's going to have to hold on that. Hit too hard. And Kevin Elster, 56, 34 with a runner on third. That's popped up. First baseman right there, Hatcher, makes the catch. Mets get a hit, leave 1, score none. And at the end of 4, it's 2-1 Mets. Jeff Hamilton's leading it off here in the top of the 5th for the Dodgers. 66. That's going to be a second column. We don't know what that's going to be. Could be extra bases. 32, but no, he's going to stop at first. Ball through the infield. Griffin, Alfredo Griffin, 56, 34. I believe that's going to be a strikeout with a runner on first. Let's double check that. 34, it sure is a strikeout. There we go. About time we get a strikeout for Gooden. That's his first strikeout, 1 out. And next is going to be Tudor, and he's going to bunt. 63, that's going to be a successful sacrifice. I'm going to say it's 3-4. And runner's on second base now with 2 out. And Steve Sachs, 32. That's ground chopped into the dirt. Second baseman, Tuffle right there, and that retires the side. So the Dodgers leave 1 on a hit. And at the end of 4.5, it's 2-1 Mets. Leading it off for the Mets is going to be Doc Gooden in the bottom of the 5th. 34, that's a fly ball, center field. Mookie Wilson, 56, that's going to be a pop-up to the shortstop, 2 away. And Greg Jeffries. Jeffries is 0 for 2. He's popped up and grounded to third, 25. That's a line drive base hit. He stroked that one into left field. So Jeffries is on base with 2 outs, and it's Keith Hernandez. 21, that's going to be lifted to left field. Right there's Gibson. That retires the side. Mets pick up a hit, but failed to score. And at the end of 5, it's 2-1 Mets. Mickey Hatcher, we're playing APBA baseball. We're playing 1988 NLCS Game 4. Dodgers win this game, but right now the Mets are winning it. 54, that's going to be a fly to right. And Strawberry, towards the line, makes the catch. Gibson now with 1 out. 53. 15, let's see what that becomes. 15, be a single to left. Second hit for Gibson. He's 2 for 3, and it's Marshall. Marshall's got good power. Snake Eyes, that's a deep drive. Back goes McReynolds to the track, to the wall. It's gone, it's out of here. 2-run, home run. And the Dodgers go up by a score of 3-2. Just finished saying that Mike Marshall has good power. Roll the Snake Eyes, which is a 5 with a runner on first. That ball's out of here. 3-2 Dodgers here in the top of the 6th inning. And Gooden wishes he had that pitch back. This will be a grounder to second. Tuffle there. Flips to Hernandez. 2 away. And now it's Mike Scioscia. He lifts one to shallow left. Back goes Jeffries. In comes McReynolds. McReynolds makes the catch. But the Dodgers pick up 2 runs on 2 hits, and they lead it 3-2 going into the bottom of the 6th. Leading it off is Darryl Strawberry, who's hit a 2-run shot in the 1st inning. It's a deep fly ball, deep to left field. Back goes Gibson to the track, and he's there. So Strawberry just missed that one. Here's McReynolds, 34, and that's lined. Nope, it's a grounder, the third baseman. And Hamilton over to first, 2 away. And Gary the Kid Carter, who's 0 for 1, he walked and grounded out, 24. That's a strikeout. And that would be the first strikeout of the game. Out number 3. 3 up, 3 down there. It's going to be Hamilton leading it off again. This is like deja vu all over again. Against Gooden. 16, that's a grounder to short. Elster fires to first and gets Hamilton by half a step. Griffin steps into the box, 29, that's comebacker. And Gooden's up with it, flips to Hernandez, 2 away, and it's the pitcher Tudor, 23, that's lifted to left. Right there's McReynolds, and that retires the side. So after 6.5, it's 3-2 Dodgers. Tim Tuffle now is leading it off. Oh, that's an 8, which is going to be I believe it's a pop-up. An 8 is a pop-up to the third baseman. Left side, right there is Hamilton, makes the catch. Next is Elster, and he pops up, this time to the catcher, 2 away. And Dwight Gooden, 52, that's a grounder to third. Hamilton fires to first, and that retires the side. After 7 complete, it's 3-2 Dodgers. In the top of the 8th, it's going to be Hamilton leading it off for the Dodgers. I'm sorry, Sachs. I don't know why I said Hamilton. It's going to be a grounder to second. Tuffle, 1 away. Next is Hatcher, Mickey Hatcher, 31. That's an 8. And an 8 is going to be a fly ball center field. That's 2 outs. And it's Gibson with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th, 61. It's a 40, that's a foul ball. Let's do that again. 21, it's a strikeout. Strikeout number 2 for Gooden. What was the last one? Oh, right there, 1, 2, but that's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Gooden in the 8th. Looking sharp. And it's going to be Wilson, Mookie Wilson leading it off. 26, that's a strikeout. 1 out. Strikeout number 2 for Tudor. Jeffries, 23. That's going to be a grounder to third. And Hamilton throws him out. That's 2 outs, and it's Keith Hernandez. 54, that's lifted. Pop-up, right field. Right there is Marshall. And that's 3 up, 3 down at the end of 8. Dodgers 3, Mets 2. Outstanding game. Here's Mike Marshall leading it off against Doc Gooden. It's a ground ball, third base. Jeffries fires the first and gets Marshall. Shelby next, 45. That's a base on balls. There's action in the Mets bullpen. It's McDowell and Pena. I'm sorry, Myers. 45. Gooden has a Z, so that's going to be ball 2. 42, that's a 38. And Shelby's going to take off the throw down, and he is safe. So runner in scoring position, insurance run. Mike Scioscia, the count is 3-0 now. 26. And I believe a 26 with a runner on second has popped up. No, 26 is a 24. And that's it. That is a pop-up. Pop-up to shortstop. 2 away. Hamilton. Here's the pitch to Hamilton. 54, and that's lined. Right field, right there. Strawberry puts it away. All right, guys, we're in the bottom of the 9th. John Tudor going for a complete game shutout. Not a shutout. He gave up 2 runs early, 2 unearned runs early in the game. But he's an A pitcher for sure. He's going to face Strawberry, McReynolds, and Carter in the bottom of the 9th here at Shea. It's a 3-2 ball game. Dodgers lead it. Game 4 of the 1988 NLCS using APA Basic. 45. That's going to be a base on balls. And there goes Strawberry. Throw down. He is safe. If you look at APA, it has an asterisk, and that means he walks in and steals second. So the tying run is at second base. Tudor's in there. He's an A. Here's the pitch to McReynolds, and that's going to be a 12. A 12 is a strikeout. Strikeout number 3, 1 out. Some action in the St. Louis bullpen. Next is Gary Carter. 33, that's going to be a 0. That may bring the tying run home. See what happens. It's going to be an 8. Oh, boy. Strawberry, a runner on second, 8 against the A pitcher. Is a single over second. Runner scores. S out at home, but Strawberry is not an S, so the game is tied. Huge RBI single by Gary the Kid Carter. Ties the game at 3 in the bottom of the 9th for the Mets. Gary Carter is on at first. Now they used Ron Darling to run, and I'm going to do the same thing. So Darling's going to run for Carter. Only 1 out. Pinch runner. Should have wrote that somewhere else. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll just stick in the next catcher there. All right, so he's a pinch runner. So PR. There we go. All right, so Carter's out. Darling, who should be fast, based on, yep, he is fast. So he's running. I have a new pitcher. It's going to be McDowell. There he is on top. Okay. And it's going to be Timmy Tuffle. Here's the pitch from Tudor. That's a 12. That's grounded to second. This could be 2, unless, of course, wait, let me double check something. 25. Okay, it's a 4-6-6-3 double play. So it's sacks. It's sacks to Griffin, back to Hatcher for the double play, and that's going to retire the side, but not before the Mets tie the game with 1 hit, the RBI single by Gary Carter. And we go to the top of the 10th now, tied at 3. The new catcher for the Mets, let me double check, it's going to be Dempsey. Mets had, I think, Rick Dempsey at this point. You know what? They had Sasser. Sasser's going to catch Mickey Sasser. Okay. So we're going to lose 2 points to 36 there. So Sasser is in, and then the new pitcher was going to be, I think I said McDowell. McDowell's coming into pitch, and he's a McDowell. And he's a BZ pitcher. We have to pull a double switch here. So Sasser is going to bat in the 9th spot. And then McDowell is going to bat in what was so Tuffle made the last out. There you go. All right, all done. So actually here is going to be, Sasser is going to go here. And then the pitcher, McDowell, just put him, he's going to go there. He'll never bat. All right. So Kevin, that's it for that inning. We'll go to top of the 10th now. It's going to be Griffin leading it off against Roger McDowell. We're going to denote that and add a color there. Roger McDowell is going to be orange. Helps you read this. I really like it because it helps you read all of a sudden, okay, there's a new relief pitcher. All right. It's going to be Griffin leading it off. El Brujo means the witch doctor. All right, here's the pitch to Griffin, 65. That's popped up. Second base. I'm sorry, catcher. Throws his mask away, and he's right there. Next is going to be a pinch hitter for Tudor. Pinch hitters in this game was Stubbs. Stubbs came in there and pinch hit. Davis was a pinch hitter. Woods was a pinch hitter. Let's use Stubbs. It's a lefty. So Stubbs is going to come in and pinch hit. There we go. All right. Here's the pitch to Stubbs, 22. And that's going to be a fly ball center field, 2 out. Next is Steve Sachs, 42. It's a grounder to third, over to first. That retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for McDowell. And it's Kevin Elster in the bottom of the 10th. 23. It's a ground ball to... Oh, wait, we don't have a pitcher yet. Hold on, Cowboy. Pena's coming in to pitch. All right, Pena. And Pena's going to be green. All right, so we rolled the 23. That's going to be, Pena is going to be an XZ, so that's going to be a strikeout. Pena, that's going to be a strikeout for Pena. So he's an A, I believe. What was he? It's an A, XZ. AXZ. So AXZ. There you go. So that's a K for Pena. 1 away. And next is Hasser. .43. That's a strikeout. Should be a 29 as an X. It sure is. Back-to-back Ks by Pena. And it's Mookie Wilson. 43. Strike 3. So Pena comes in and strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 11th. Mickey Hatcher, the batter, against McDowell. 31. Fly ball, center field, 1 away. Next is Gibson. Gibson has 2 singles today. 24. That's a strikeout. That's a strikeout number 1, out number 2. And Mike Marshall, the Moose. 63, fly ball right field. And that retires the side. All right, so it's going to be Pena versus Jeffries, Hernandez, and Strawberry. Here's the pitch to Jeffries. We're in the bottom of the 11th inning, 21. That's a fly ball lifted to shallow left. Right there is Gibson, puts it away, one away. Hernandez now, oh, that's a strikeout. Strikeout number 4, out number 2, and it's Darryl Strawberry. Here's the pitch to Darryl. It's a line drive base hit, single for Strawberry. McReynolds steps into the box. Here's the pitch, and there goes Strawberry. The throw down is not in time. He steals second. So McReynolds now. Who's after McReynolds? Oh, the pitcher spot. Then we're bringing a pinch hitter. McReynolds. He's 1 for 4 today. Gonna pitch to McReynolds. 51. That's an 8. And we had Pinion there. That's going to be an out with a runner at second. Ground ball, third base, pulled down the line. Right there is Hamilton over to first, and that retires the side. So it's 1 hit, no runs. So that's 11 complete. And we're going to start taking this. 11 complete. I have to get rid of this here. Hold on. I put an X there, which I shouldn't. Oop, there we go. All right. Oh, Ron Darling pinch ran. Okay, so we got to pull him. 3rd inning. We're letting these pitchers go 3 innings. All right, so it's going to be McDowell facing Shelby. Here's the pitch to Shelby, 56. That's a strikeout. So it's going to be 2-1. And it's Mike Scioscia. Mike Scioscia's 0 for 4. He's grounded out, and flied out, and popped up. And that's a grounded to short. Elster right there throws him out, 2 away. Hamilton with 2 outs, and that's a ground ball, second base. And that's 3 up, 3 down. All right. Gonna let Pena go 1 more inning. Actually, you know, I do have a rule that says 8 pitchers are supposed to go 1. I already let him go 2, so let me pull him and bring somebody else who was in this game. Orozco pitched in this game. Let's bring our Jesse Orozco. Any lefties? Tuffle? No. Let me see. Leary pitched in here. Tim Leary is going to come in. He's a starter, but he pitched in this game. He's going to be a BXZ, and he's going to be blue. So Tim Leary comes in. He's going to do at least 3 batters. All right. Here's the pitch to... We have a pinch hitter for McDowell right now. Pinch hitter for McDowell. That's going to be up there. I have to pull a double switch or something. Don't feel like doing that right now. See what happens. So Tuffle is up, right? No, it's a pinch hitter. Let's see who we have here to pinch hit. Johnson. Did Johnson pinch hit? No. Wait a second. Johnson did pinch hit. We're going to bring in Howard Johnson to pinch hit. And pinch hitter. All right. Here goes. Here's the pitch from hold on a second. Let me make sure I got this right. All right. Mets are up. Bottom of the 12th. And against Leary. Okay. Johnson against Leary. Here's the pitch from Leary. We write what Leary is? Yeah, Leary's a BXZ. 65, that's popped up. Second base, catcher throws the mask away. He's right there. And 1 out. Kevin Elster now. 44. And that's a beat pitch. It's going to be a fly ball center field. Shelby there for 2 outs. And wait a second. So out there. Pinch hitter was there. Now it's Elster. Elster's batting now. 43, 29. It's going to be a strikeout. So 3 up, 3 down once again. Okay. So it's going to be new pitcher for the Mets is going to be Myers. Macho Man Randall Myers. Randy. All right, and he is going to be yellow. And Myers is an XY. He's an A. XYZ. All right. So here's the pitch from Myers to Griffin. 41. That's a ground ball to short. Elster. 1 away. So it's Leary now. We're going to have to bring in a pinch hitter. And then a new pitcher, Holton, Horton, Hershiser even pitching. But do we have Holton and... I would have to print those guys out. We have Hershiser. Hershiser can come in and do a couple innings. We'll do that. And we'll make him green, blue, orange. Right? Orange. And the pinch hitter, we didn't decide who that was going to be. Pinch hitters, Stubbs already pinch hit. Now the pinch hitter is going to be somebody who actually Dempsey pinch hit, but we're not going to use him because he's the backup catcher. Heap, I didn't print out his card. Davis and Woodson. So Dino Davis, Woodson's right there. We're going to let Woodson bat. So Woodson is going to bat. Here's the pitch to Woodson. Oh boy. It's going to be second column. We don't want to know what that's going to be yet. See what happens. See where we roll. 61. It's going to be a deep drive off the wall and rolls away from the center fielder, Wilson. And hustling around second, going to third is Woodson. Here's the relay and not in time. So it's a 1 out triple. Pinch hit triple by Woody Woodson. And its infield is in now for the Mets. 65. That's popped up with a runner on third. 35 is a pop-up to the right side. Right there is the first baseman. 2 out. Now we go to Hatcher. There's the pitch to Hatcher, 21. That's a fly ball, right field. And that retires the side. So the Dodgers leave one man hanging at third base. And we go to the 11th and 12th. We go to the bottom of the 12th now. And it's going to be, who was pitching? Leary pitched 1 inning. And then we said we were going to bring in Hershiser. Hershiser will be blue. No, we said Hershiser would be orange. All right, Hershiser is going to be orange. Now let's see. Hershiser is a. Let me see what is Hershiser. Hershiser is a YZ, an AYZ. So Hershiser is an AYZ. Okay, and that's going to go up here. All right, Woodson is out. Griffin's in. All right, Orel Hershiser on the mound versus leadoff batter Mackey Sasser. Here's the pitch to Mackey Sasser. That's a grounder. 2 hops to short. Across the diamond, 1 away. Mookie Wilson, 13. That's a 40. That's foul back. Mookie again, 35. That's a base hit. Oh no, that's going to be a 9 versus an 8 pitcher. It's going to ground it to short. 2 out. And then it's Greg Jeffries. 31. That's an 8. An 8 against an 8 pitcher again is a pop-up. Third base, left side, right there. And that retires the side. So we went 11, and then we went 12. So it's going to be the beginning of the 13th inning. The beginning of the 13th inning is going to be Gibson leading it off versus Myers. It's going to go his second inning. Here's the pitch. 45. That's a base on balls. So Gibson is on, and he's fast. Marshall, pitch to Marshall, 14. That's lifted to left. And right there is McReynolds, 1 away. Pitch to Shelby, 16. That's a 28. 28, I believe, is a grounded to short, runner to second. So 2 outs now, and Gibson makes it to second base. 2 outs with Sosha at the plate, and the go-ahead run at second base. Here's the pitch, 31. That's a 9. A 9 against an A pitcher is going to be an out, I believe. And with a runner at second, because runner held on the 6-3, I believe. Did he hold? I'm not sure about that. This is big now. What was that? What did we roll? I believe it was runner was at second, 6-3. He's going to hold the runner on that because it's hit the shortstop. So let's see. This is 31. This is a 9 against an 8 pitcher with a runner on second. It's an 8 pitcher. It's an out. It's a grounder to short, and that retires the side. The Dodgers leave 1, score none. And at the end of 12.5, it's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets 3. Okay, so this is going really, really a lot of free baseball here, folks. A lot of free baseball. All right. Keith Hernandez leading it off. We can let, Hershiser is an A, so he can go 1 more inning before we have to pull him. Fly ball. Actually, no, it's a grounder to third. Hamilton up with it, throws him out. Strawberry now. 52. Hershiser is an X. What was Hershiser? He's a Y. This would be a grounder to third. Back-to-back grounders to Hamilton. And it's McReynolds. Here's the pitch to McReynolds. 15 line drive base hit to center field. So McReynolds on at first, and there he goes. The throw down from the catcher, Sosha, not in time. So the winning run is at second base, and now the batter is going to be, it's a pitcher spot. Pitcher spot is up, so Myers is going to get called back. And who are we going to get? Because we're using up a lot of players. Who are we going to get? I don't know who we're going to get. Dykstra, Lenny Dykstra is coming into bat. So Dykstra, pinch hitter extraordinaire, and it's going to be Hershiser. Here's the pitch to Dykstra. Let's look at his card. Nails is his nickname. 52, that's not going to do it. With a runner at second. There's a 27, with a runner at second. 27 is a strikeout. So that's going to be all for third out. That's going to be all for Hershiser tonight. And I put another X. Bad habit. All right, so we have we're in the 11, 12, 13, 14 complete. We're in the 15th inning. We're in the 15th inning. We're running out of pitchers. We're running out of batters. I may have to just stop the game to print out extra cards for all the guys that I don't have. So we need a new pitcher for the Mets. And who else played in this game for the Mets? Myers and McDowell. We had two pitchers in this game. So let's see who else was playing in these games. Mets only had two pitchers in this game, so we're going to go to a different game. We're going to go to the next night's game to see who's on the roster. We're going to see who's on the roster in the next night's game. The next night's game was October 10th, and the Mets are going to use a bunch of pitchers. Leach, Terry Leach comes in, and Rick Aguilera, which we don't have, but we do have Terry Leach. So we're going to bring in Leach. And Leach is a YZ. He's a B pitcher. All right, so what do we have colors? What colors have we used? Okay, we still have blue. Well, 1 second, red. Leach is going to be blue. All right, Terry Leach. Okay. Terry Leach versus Hamilton leading it off. Hamilton's 0 for 1 for 5. Here's the pitch, 63. It's a fly ball, deep right field. Back goes Strawberry, makes the catch. One away. Pitch to Griffin, 45. That's a walk. Base on balls to Griffin. Hershiser's going to bunt. Hershiser actually was done for the night. So we're going to get a pinch hitter for Hershiser. It's going to be Davis. And then we're getting to the point where of no return here. Ricky Horton. We got two guys that keep on pitching. They're pitching a few games. Holton and Bolton. No. Horton and Holton. Two guys that have been pitching. So we're going to have to print out their cards. But I'm going to see if I can pull out one other pitcher from another game. Let's see. Jesus, come on. All right. We'll look at game 6. See who pitches in game 6 for the Dodgers. Game 6 for the Dodgers is going to be Holton, same guy, Jesse Orosco. Let's see if I have Jesse Orosco. Do I have Jesse? I don't have Jesse Orosco. I have this guy, Howell. Tudor Pena pitched. Valenzuela. Don't have Howell. Roger McDowell. He's with the Mets. Why is he sitting with the Dodgers? Let's make sure I don't have any of these Dodgers in with the Mets. Okay, so I'm missing a bunch of players. I'm wondering if I could bring Jay Howell. Let's see. Well, I haven't seen him in a while. Don't know why. Let me look and see if I can find Jay Howell. Maybe in game 7, perhaps. No, game 7 was Hershiser again. Let's try game 1. I think Howell pitches in game 1. I don't know. Was he ejected and suspended for a spitball in game 1? That's why he never showed up again. Because I only see him. I remember watching video of this series, and he played in game 1. Let me double check this. Yeah, he pitches in game 1. No, but he gets the loss. He blows a save. And then I wonder if he pitches in game 2. Let me double check game 2 if Howell pitches. I remember somebody getting in trouble for I think some kind of illegal substance on the field. Let's see if Howell pitches again. And he doesn't. I don't see him anymore. All right, so I'm going to have to stop the game. Where are we here? We're looking for Davis is going to pinch hit. Okay, let's do that. Davis is going to pinch hit. Right there. Run around first. Griffin, good speed. And the Mets, Leach. Right? The Mets, Leach. That's who they have. Yeah, the Mets have Leach, and he's pitching against Davis. So let's do that. Leach is a BYZ. Here's the pitch. 33. That's an 8. Leach is a B, so with runners on first, an 8 is going to be a grounder to third. Runner advances. So runner on second, the lead run, the go-ahead run is at second base with 2 outs, and it's Steve Sax. See what happens here. 61. That's a 36 with a runner at second. 36 with a runner at second. It's a wild pitch, runner to third. So the go-ahead run is 90 feet away, and Steve Sax is at the plate. Here's the pitch to Sax, 46. Fly ball lifted to center. Running in is Wilson, and makes a nice catch. And that retires the side. That's the top of the 15th inning. Wow. And we're going to have to stop it here at the top of the 15th inning. So we're in the bottom of the 15th inning. We're going to have to print out some cards using the app card maker, because I need pitchers. I'm out of pitchers in a 15-inning game. Don't have anybody else, and I want to keep this as realistic as possible. So it's a great game. It's a 3-3 tie going into the bottom of the 15th. So I'm going to have to stop this video, and I will have to do a part 2 of this video. We're replaying the 1988 NLCS Game 4. At this point, it was Hershiser versus Leach. Right now, Hershiser's out. Leach is the only one in. We're out of pinch hitters, so I'm going to have to print out extra players. They had a couple on each side. They had a guy named Sharpison, which is not available. So there's a heap. They had Heap and Sharpison. Those guys are not available, but I'm going to have to print them out. I'm going to have to print out Orozco, Holton, and Horton. So I'll print out a whole page and then cut them out, and then we'll return to our game. All right, take care, guys. This is CP Charts and Dice signing off with a 15-inning affair tied at 3 apiece. We ran out of players, so we will come back with part 2. Take care.